we're gonna go ahead, take off the DEF tank because we don't need that shit anymore.
No sir.
We don't use no DEF in this vehicle, either of the vehicles.
These trucks are on a diet, if you know what I mean. Should be 313s. Take this cover off right here.
And hopefully this thing is not full.
That would suck. Again, 313s is holding up this cover up.
Alright, there's the cover.
Then you're gonna have two hooks right here on either side. Pulling that cover up, you're gonna have to slide them off the hooks. Alright. So he's gonna kind of pivot the whole cover.
Get dirt all over you while you're at it.
Yep. Make sure you don't wash your truck and take it mudding before you do this.
You probably got a little bit of sand you have to get off, but if you don't care about it, you want to take it off. But there's two hooks, that might come undone, and this side, you have to like lift it up off the part.
So now this cover's off. Again, those are 313s, and then there's two hooks, one right here, one right here. Now we're gonna have two straps holding this tank up. So here you're gonna have the strap holding the tank up. There's one on each side. There's gonna be a 13 right up here. You're gonna need an extension with an impact or ratchet if you don't have an impact with a 13. You're gonna take both those off and just kind of bend this bracket down. There is also a 13 on this side too. Alright, then once you get both these brackets loose, the tank should be loose. You're gonna have these two brackets here holding it up still. So we're gonna bend these down actually to get it off out of the way. Again, if you're not reusing this DEF tank and you're just taking it off to delete it, it doesn't matter if you bend them or mess them up.
Alright, so you got this one off, and just tying it down. Just put down on it, so it's kind of pulled out. Yeah, it's close. Do that and push on the top of that strap, like in. So I think the hook's on, like the railroad first. Smacky do it. Alright, so once you have both these brackets kind of undone, we're going to unplug all the harnesses off of this before we drop it all the way down.
If you are just dropping it down to do some maintenance on it, you probably want to put a jack underneath it, just so you don't pull tight on any of these wires or hoses or anything like that. Alright, so now all we're doing is we're just unplugging all the plugs that will stay up with the truck. Everything that stays on the DEF tank you don't have to worry about. Like these are obviously going to stay down with the DEF tank. So we're going to have 3, 4, 5, and the last one's going to be this big one right here, number 6. And then we're going to have two hoses. We're going to have this one right here, as well as this one back here. You're going to have to decompress this tab right here, pull that off. And this one we're going to have to, there's a clip right here. You depress that clip and pull it off. Alright, there was also one large hose right here at the end. You're going to have to use some hose clamp pliers. Some hose clamp pliers.
Do not buy the snap-on ones.
Buy the Blue Point ones. Those are better. Alright, now that the DEF tank is out, we're going to show you how to remove and tie up the rest of this so you don't have nothing dangling down from your truck. So we got that DEF tank out the way. We're going to just kind of zip tie this all up, kind of get it out the way. We're going to tape off each of these connectors too, make sure no water, nothing corrodes them and, you know, short something out. Alright, so here we have them all kind of taped up. You just want to make sure no water can get in there, dirt, debris. Here he is doing the last one. Again, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plugs. There is, you know, the 3 hoses. You don't have to tape those off. Those are just hoses. Again, but we will zip tie this all up. You know, make sure nothing's visible from underneath. And it's not in the way of anything else. You know, you definitely don't want this dangling down like this, dragging on the floor. So as you guys can see, this thing is full to the brim. So we're gonna snap this fitting off here.
No, just break this off. Like this? Yeah. We're gonna snap this thing off right here. Probably not the most ideal place to dump this, but it's like rubbery. There you go. Yeah, the ball's cut in.
We went ahead and broke that fitting off, and now it's just kind of pouring out. As you can see, it's kind of breathing through this side over here. So we're just gonna let this sit while we tidy up everything else on the truck, and we'll come back to this. It's recording.
Alright, so after, say, 5 zip ties, as you can see, they're all taped up. And in there, they are not going anywhere. You know, a little
And then we did leave that big hose over there. Just
hanging.
like that. That won't go anywhere.
It's not gonna hurt nothing.
This is the after. Before there was, you know, that big ugly tank right there. Can't see anything hanging down.